And if spending on renovations is about to peak, is it time to demo the reno trade? Joining me now is Laura Champine, Loop Capital's Director of Research. And Laura, first of all, let's remind everybody, you came out with a downgrade of, I think it was Home Depot, maybe both. Around Thanksgiving, we talked about it then, and the stocks have kind of borne out your warning. What did you get right about this, and what is really going on here?
It was both, luckily for me at the time. And I've been following this group for 20 years, and I know that if home prices are moving higher, it's great for the fundamentals. But if investors think that interest rates move higher, you're going to see multiple compression. And that has happened before the fundamentals have turned. I'm still hearing from both management teams that they're tracking their expectations. They still have a bullish outlook. But I remember they had a bullish outlook back in 2006, 2007 as well, just as things were about to roll over. So we're just kind of tracking the cycle and recognizing that we're not going to get the stimulus we had last year and the year before. And 2 years ago, everyone had to find their home office, their home school. That's not happening again. You don't need two of those.
Very interesting. I want to also ask you about something else that's pretty shocking to me. The PE that the home builders are trading at right now, which for all of them, even a company like Toll, which, builds a little more of a premium, is about 6 times forward earnings. That's the worst we've seen since about 2006 going into that housing crisis. So just as a data point on what's going on here, we have the best fundamentals for home purchases and home renovations that we've had in a generation. And yet the home builder stocks are trading at recession PE levels. And what does that all mean for the likes of the renovation stocks that you follow? What is it telling us?
Typically, it's not great because those big ticket sales, those big remodelings are what drives the bus, and that's where the profits are. So you'll still see for Home Depot and Lowe's, people will still need to buy duct tape. They'll need light bulbs. They'll need batteries. But if you're not going there to refresh your kitchen and bath, if you're not going there to replace your flooring, every room in the house is painted at this point. It is rough. So that's a kind of a leading indicator of what the sentiment is around these stocks. The initial outlooks from both companies will probably be fine for 2022. But as you mentioned in your prior segment, we get to the back half, there's just not much fundamentally supporting this group.
So are there any stocks in this group that you think have a better chance to withstand the headwinds than others?
We have moved to the sidelines on everything touching home. So no, I think that home is rough. A couple of stocks that like inflation. Costco does well with inflation. Its smaller cousin BJ's Wholesale Club does well with inflation. That's as close to hard lines as I'd want to get in this kind of a market.